Doran and Finley. Since you guys can't be here with us, we are going to read a story now, and we're going to have you listen to it as well.
Okay.
All right, can you sit down? Okay, so this book is called Frank and Lucky Get Schooled.
I thought it was Lucy.
No. I think you'll like this because this kid plays soccer, Doran. Okay.
And there's a dog.
So we'll start with this page.
And biscuits.
One day when Frank could not win for losing, he got Lucky. And Lucky is the dog. So you see him, he's got the rain cloud, just finished soccer. We've been thinking, his parents said, that today might be the day. So here he is at the pound, all the dogs are barking. There they're driving, there they see a police officer who got the dog, brought him to the pound, and one day, when Lucky was lost and found, he got Frank. Both of them were just pups. They had a lot to learn. First, they learned about each other.
I think I have read
You
this.
like running. I like running too.
Yeah, I definitely read this.
You like food. I like food too. Then it was time to learn about other things, so off they went to school. Lucky went to his school 10 times. Frank went to his school thousands of times. Still, Lucky could always help Frank with his homework because Lucky did a lot of learning on his own. For example, Lucky was very interested in science. Who isn't? Science is when you wonder about something, so you observe it and ask questions about it and try to understand it. Lucky wondered about ducks. Look at, he's saying, you like swimming? I like swimming too. He wondered about squirrels and deer and bees and porcupines and little birds. He observed snow and rain, mud and grass, ponds and streams. He asked questions. Can I catch it? Can I eat it? You like worms? I like worms too. What is this stuff? Is it my friend? When Lucky came home, he helped Frank learn about botany, which is science about plants, and entomology, which is science about, do you know what that is, Lauren? What entomology is? Science about what? Do you know, Hugh? Bugs. So there's actual science of studying bugs called entomology.
That's what.
And look at what he
did.
found on his dog. Beggar's lice, burdock, which looks like some kind of a thorn, and a dog tick. So he found all that stuff on his dog. Can see.
What if that happened to Grayson?
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen to Grayson,
I see the.
because you'll have to pick that off. But normally dogs wear flea collars so that fleas
Doran
and ticks
doesn't.
don't come on them. Yeah, that's just my coffee. Okay, so
Like a
here we go.
cookie.
The time Lucky wondered about skunks, they learned chemistry, which is science about what everything is made of and how one kind of thing can change into another kind of thing. What is smell made of? Smell molecules. What would change them into not so smelly molecules? Look at, they're giving him a bath. And it says, no, the detergent didn't work, the baking soda didn't work, the vinegar didn't work, the shampoo didn't work, the Tide didn't work, but it looks like tomato sauce, or maybe tomato juice. Looks like tomato juice.
And
Answer.
what?
Experiments are when you ask a question and then you try to find out the answer. If one experiment doesn't work, you try a different one. So they tried all these things to get the smell off, and it looks like only tomato juice or tomato sauce work to get the smell off.
disgusting.
We'll have to look that up. Maybe that's true. Take him outside now. Now, the mother says. Come on, boy. No matter how experiments turn out, you always learn something. Sometimes what you learn is astronomy. Do you know what astronomy is, Hugh? The study of the stars. So there's the Big Dipper. I see that star there, Lucky. That's called the Dog Star. Can we go in the house yet? No, not yet. It must be said that Lucky was not good at taxonomy, the part of science that is about remembering the names of things. He was better at the experimenting part.
Cause he's a spoon.
Mm-hmm. That's the Dipper. In reading, he was the best at the listening part. He could listen more than anyone else in the family. He could listen for hours, even when Frank wasn't reading aloud. How much could he listen? How many hours? Wait a minute. Aren't those math questions? What do you think, Hugh? What do you think, Jules? Both Lucky and Frank loved math. I think a lot of people here, like I know Doran loves math. Do you guys love math? Yeah. Math is puzzles. Math is how much and how many. Let's say a dog comes in from outside and gets 1 biscuit, but there are 3 people in the living room. How many more biscuits would the dog receive? A, 2 biscuits. B, a lot, probably 5. Or C, maybe. The dog should receive 0 biscuits, the cat's thinking. The answer is C.
Wait, that's what the dog, the cat.
The cat's saying the dog should receive 0 biscuits. The answer is C. The symbol here means infinity, which means that whatever is the biggest number you can think of, you can always add 1 and make it an even bigger number. That is the number of biscuits Lucky was willing to eat. So this is what infinity looks like, if you can see that. See?
I want to see.
That's kind of cool. That's infinity. Next question. Maybe it's shedding season. Is the amount of hair a dog sheds in 1 week?
Infinity!
A, more than, B, less than, or C, equal to the amount of hair the dog starts with? The answer is A, more than, much more than. Look at how much hair he's shedding. How much hair does the dog have left? The same amount as before. The dog keeps growing more hair, which we know because of science. Math and science often go together. You can have one, Julia.
I didn't have one.
When it's nighttime, how much of the bed is Lucky's and how much is Frank? Okay, guys, what do you think?
Fair. Oh, so
You said this would be about soccer. You said this would be about the soccer.
Well, in the beginning, you played soccer. That's right, the game before he went to get Lucky.
only.
This is fractions
I
and
know that. I
percentages.
already
The
know what
answer
fractions
changes throughout the night. So look at here, he's got a quarter of the bed. Here he's got half of the bed. Here he's like right in the middle. Here he's got a fifth of the bed.
Here he gets 9.
Yeah, here he's got none, so Frank's got the whole of the bed. Frank has 2 legs. Each leg is 23 inches long. Lucky has 4 legs. Each leg is 11 inches long. Who has more fun? There is no answer. We do not have instruments precise enough to measure the difference. Okay, one more. If a chair is accidentally left pulled out from the table at 8:30 in the morning, how much cake will be left at 4 in the afternoon? That is a how much question. But it's not a math question. It's predicting the future question. We won't know the answer until someone comes home.
It's 0.
And then it will be a history question. Yeah, I think he's going to eat all that too. Because history is what happened in the past, the olden days, long, long ago, or even not so long ago. These stories are history. Long, long ago, all animals were wild. Dogs were the first animals who chose to be tamed. These are paintings in caves of people with their dogs. Oh, listen to this, Hugh. I hope you're paying attention. Long ago in Switzerland, a dog named Barry found and rescued more than 40 people who got lost in the mountains. The hostel where he lives still keeps one dog named Barry in his honor, and there's a monument to him near Paris, France.
I've been to Paris.
You have that. All right, let me see here. We're getting here closer. You do wish it could be done.
Doran.
And long, long ago, dogs pulling dogs have carried medicine to save people. In Nome, Alaska, from a deadly illness. A dog named Balto kept his team on the trail when the snow was so thick that the driver couldn't see his hand in front of his face. There's a statue of Balto in Central Park, New York City. Guys, have you seen this, of Balto?
Yes.
You've seen this? Okay. Not so long ago, a dog named Lucky jumped up onto a chair and ate an entire birthday cake. You were right, Hugh.
I was right.
And you were right.
I said-
That was on the table. At least the evidence suggests that. Do you think this is what happened? The evidence suggests that is what happened. Sometimes in history, there are different versions of what really happened depending on who is telling the story. Cake? What cake? There is a sculpture of Lucky too. It's on Frank's dresser. Frank made it out of clay in art class. Julia, please stop that. In art, Lucky helped by being the inspiration, the muse, and sometimes the subject. The kind of picture is called still life because nothing is moving. Have you seen a still life?
Yes.
Here is an art lesson. Every picture can be better with a dog or a cat in it.
What is the one with the cat?
Hugh. Enough.
What? I wasn't doing anything.
If the picture has a dog
Mommy, enough.
and a cat, people who look at it might feel that something exciting is about to happen. Their eyes will go back and forth between the cat and the dog, making people's eyes move around at different parts of the picture. It's called a composition. So this whole thing is called a composition. Making some parts look close while other parts look far away is called perspective. So you can see the dog is small here, so he looks far away. That's called perspective. The part of the picture where the land and the sky come together is called the horizon line. If a dog is sitting at the horizon line, he will look like a silhouette, which is the outline of an object filled in with a solid color, usually black. Then you'll have to go get him and bring him home. You will both be tired and hungry. See, you can see the silhouette. You may decide to eat the still life. That's what Frank and Lucky did. The art lesson was over. It was time, it's almost done. It was time to get some sleep because morning was one of their favorite times for geography. Geography is about our home, the earth. The whole earth and little pieces of it and how the pieces fit together. Also who lives there. This brings us to maps. A map is a picture that explains here and there, what and where. The picture can be on paper or a computer, or it can be an idea in your mind. A map can explain how to get from here to there. A map can tell us how here is different from there. It can show how all the pieces of a place fit together. I'm almost done. Well, sit down then and relax. Geography and maps can lead to exploring and travel, which can lead to foreign languages. Frank was learning Spanish. Yes, sí, Lucky, come. Es lo tu perro? Is that your dog? Venga, which means come. Lucky was trying to learn duck. He had trouble with the pronunciation even though he tried the immersion method. Ark, 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 quack, quack, quack. But he was good at communicating with people, no matter what language they spoke. His specialty was making introductions. This girl says, me encanta Lucky, which means I love Lucky. His other specialty was hospitality, which is making others feel welcome. Hi, I'm Frank. Do you live around here? Hi, I'm Anna. Mi familia, my family just moved here. Woof. Lucky never got tired of geography. Neither did Frank. For one thing, it was always full of science. Look, biology. Yes, I made it myself. The science was jam-packed with art. The art, if you looked closely, had plenty of math. So this is the shape of the shell of the snail. And the math could tell stories, even history. Everything had a lot of everything else in it. Hola, what are you guys looking at? Hi, Anna. How do you say snail in Spanish? El caracol. Can I eat it? No. See you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Wow. It would take a lot of time and exploring to learn how it all fit together. How much time? Maybe. What does this say? Infinity, good. Which was just right because infinity plus Frank was Lucky's favorite number. And the whole wide world with Lucky was the subject Frank liked best. All right, the end. Thanks for listening.
Bye, Doran.